Hello there everyone, my name is CausalJeffrey, and for those who've been wondering where I've been, well, let's just put it this way. I've been building a brand new computer because pretty much that little rinky-dink laptop that I had before, which was a Dell, which might I remind you, Dells are pretty good, but this had a first generation Intel, which was okay for the starters, but unfortunately I needed not laptop, no, I don't need those. I needed a completely new computer, which I'm going to show you right now, and you got to see my room, but anyway, pretty much, this is the buttery, ooey gooiness that I've always wanted. Other than that little rinky-dink graphics card, which really I just don't want. Now, the thing is though, I was wanting to do, well, PC gaming as well as like Xbox 360, Wii, and all that kind of stuff. But that will be for just a little while longer. Mainly just because, or it's going to take a little while longer. Mainly just because that little thing right there is just not going to cut it. So, that's what I'm going to be doing. But I also figured, what would be a good video, pardon me, while I adjust my settings for the inputs, that way I can see this and not see myself. What was I going to do for a video? Well, I thought about it and thought, well, why don't I recap on an old video I did, which I made. It was for Project Survive. It was making of Project Survive, where I was making a big old tower and all that kind of stuff. And so I figured, well, why not? Why not make a video with a recap? Because in the time frame that I was actually, well, in the time frame from the video I made it, when the video was made and put on YouTube to now, it's grown in terms of things, like, not astronomically, but it's actually got more things in it to where, I mean, might I remind you, they're not finished. Some of these things are not finished, nor is the tower that I actually built. But internally, I mean, that tower is pretty much done. But outside, no. It still has work for it, or work on it. But in terms of this, I mean, I'll just show you, because this is how I'm gonna do it. All right. So right now we're in front of one of the things is what it is, and if you can speak Latin, then good for you. But I'm not going to show you what it is just yet. So, anyway, we'll start right here. Okay, going down the gravel. Turn up my volume. Going down the gravel path that I made, just so that way I can link both what it is and the big old tower right there. You see, I put lights on it, so that way it looks all nice and pretty. So, yeah. I went from there, and I also had some help from some of the friends. Now, some of you guys, and if you're new subscribers or if you guys are old subscribers, you're well aware of my best buddies who actually helped me with the golf tournament video. Yeah, some of them helped me with this, and you can see how massive this tower is. That's the idea of it. The idea was pretty much to build a tower I could support an entire village on top, whereas everything else was inside, and it was pretty cool. Well, I mean, when I first made it, I mean, I was working 2 jobs, and I'm amazed I even got there. But anyway, what I pretty much did also is I actually made a little door, so that way all the mobs can stay out. I would have liked to make a drawbridge, but that didn't work. But it was, but I can make it open and close both ways, so it looks seamless. So, anyway, we go up the tower on the outside of the wall. We pretty much get to this area, and I made this nice little picture that says what it is. And it's pretty much a stairway. No duh. This, obviously, is a door. No duh. Anyway, pretty much you come to this one bay, and what you see right here is a train track that will lead to a hub going down that way. A hub that's not finished, but it was pretty much the grand idea that this map could support you, or support one person, or say a couple people. So anyway, as I adjust myself for the camera, of course, everybody loves to look at me, and ladies, I'm not going to say anything about anyone, not important. Anyway, we're just going up the stairs. Let's see, and look at this. This is pretty much the grand corridor, if you want to call it grand, but pretty much, here's the green, greenhouse to where you can grow whatever you need to. Pretty much I'm just growing, when I actually made this, all I knew that you could grow was wheat and sugarcane. But nowadays I've been actually experimenting in Minecraft to where you can do sweet potatoes, and all, Minecraft veterans, you know what I'm talking about. Now there are 2 ways you can get into the library, which is actually amazing in my own little way, because I put all these lights in here so that way no mobs could spawn in here. And yeah, and then pretty much you have this whole library and a nice view of this area. See that? Nope. Okay, good. And from this point, actually, you can actually see where I ended the video last time. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think I did build this room a little while ago. I built this room when I actually recorded that 2-hour-long video. Yeah, you can see we're right there. That's where I ended it. And right here is where I made all these neat little things. There's the, what is it? The enchantment book. That's what it is. But yeah, pretty much you can get up here too, and have all these books and all this views of all the view of everything. And it's amazing. All right, and then here's the storage room and crafting room. Pretty much everything you could possibly need: storage for weapons, tools, blocks, food, supplies, even the most valuable things right here. Anyway, okay, we're moving on. And pretty much I thought about this, in my fit of wisdom, I decided, well, why don't I make a window right here for all the lava for the greenhouse? So I figured, why not? So I did. Alright, and here's my art gallery. Not that anybody cares. This is pretty much where you get upstairs. And then there's a nice little fireplace right there. Let's see. And then you go up to this one room right here, where it's a nice little loft. Or, yeah, a little loft, I'd say. Where you have a nice little bed right there, and I kind of got a little fancy with the wood and all that kind of stuff, so I just did that. Then you go up here. It's a nice little watchtower, where you can see all above there, and there's the mobs right there. But this is the start of a little village, and I'll be modifying here and there on a little bit, on occasions. Alright, moving on. Oh, little lag on that frame rate. Not that that matters. Okay. Then we're going to move on to here, which is another loft. Nice little loft, so that way if you had two people, then you can just simply sleep them. Put them sleep there. You can put them there, and they won't be too unhappy. All right, and then that's pretty much it. And let's see, okay. Pretty much what you see in the distance when I'm pointing at, that's what we're going to look at next. That's what I thought would be interesting, but I'm going to show you this because I forgot about this entirely. Here's the little farm I have. It's actually quite nifty, I think. And what makes it kind of funny is that the cows actually managed to escape through that hole, so I plugged it up. And oh look, an Enderman. Anyway, and here's the grand window for it, for this entire thing. And so we'll move on. Okay, now we're heading back down the gravel road to where we started. And pretty much what this is an entire tower made of nether brick. I know, just an absolute fit in terms of design, but in a way though, it looks menacing. And if you watch Lord of the Rings, which honestly, who hasn't, it will look like Saruman's tower almost. Which I mean, who wouldn't want to look like that? But anyway, my friend Nathan was pretty much the guy who made up this name, which honestly, kudos to him, because honestly, I would never thought of that. Anyway, we're gonna go in here, and of course, if you get burned, you're gonna get burned, of course. He put all these lights in here so that way nobody could get in. So okay, I'm just gonna move up because that's just a stairway. I'm gonna do this quick. Now all you see is all these books. Now the idea for this entire building was that, and there's some houses for whoever wants to live there, and other houses, more houses. This is a double-decker, so it's like, hey, status. It's for status people. So I'm just going to go up here, because at this point, then you can't really get up there other than this way. So, oh my goodness, my nose is very itchy, and I don't know why. It's like Markiplier when he was doing that itchy thing. Just all itchy. Anyway, most of the time you're going to see most of the rooms like this. Just filled with books. But what makes it kind of funny is you see that these books are just jutting up into the ceiling, and for every room it'll be jutting up into, let's just simply say, more books. To where they're just, it's almost an endless pile of books. It'll just keep going and going and going until eventually we get to the top, which is gonna be quite a while, actually. I made this tower so that way it'd be nice and tall. And if some of you people are just kind of like, oh, he's just building because like he's a man. It's all about the size of his. Anyway, if your kid isn't here, don't wonder that. And if you're a parent of a kid, I apologize because I was not intending that or anything else. But anyway, well, actually, okay, I was. But anyway, here is pretty much the top of the tower, and pretty much what it is up here is just it's pretty much an ender chest, pretty much filled with whatever I put in there, and also 2 enchantment tables. Pretty much this is the ultimate sorcerer's tower right here. It's Saruman's tower, sort of. It's not called that. And then pretty much the last feature is this nether gate. So I can go to the Netherlands. Netherlands? Wow, that's one hell of a trip. No, we'll just go to the nether realm. And pretty much that's it for this tower, and then I'll just move on to the next thing. Utterly terrifying. And now we're in the central hub. Pretty much as I said, this is unfinished, but the concept of this is pretty much where it's going to be a very big area where not only you could store goods and whatnot, but it's pretty much you can travel very fast to a certain location, hence all these tracks. But eventually, I mean, of course, there's only 2 ways you can go, this way and that way right now. These 2 ways are going to be sent, like, say, oh, I don't know, to probably 2 other places, particularly on the map. Now, I am working on a other thing up in the northwestern part, but the one thing in the northeastern part is pretty much finished. And there's supposed to be a mansion there too. Now that big gray dot on the bottom of the east, that's another tower I make. I know I make a lot of towers. But anyway, pretty much that's the central hub. So now we're gonna move on to the other thing. Alright, now we made it to the village after my minecart got away on me. Okay, pretty much this is the little village that was automatically generated, and as you can clearly see out there, that was generated all of a sudden, is the tower that I'm going to show you guys. No little blacksmith thing. Now, that cross right there was pretty much made by me to demonstrate that tower right there. That thing is made entirely of obsidian block, so it will never be destroyed. But anyway, the point of this tower is to challenge you a lot. So, the tower that stands before you is not for the weak. If you wish to continue, be warned, none have returned. And this is made by me, might I remind you. So we'll just dash right over there. And this is the only way to really get over here. And actually, I pretty much made it so that way it's almost not even a way to get over here. So then, okay, now we're here. The Tower of Desolation. Only the stupid have tried when you have been warned. Yeah. So anyway, the main feature about this tower is that it's pretty much, I mean, okay, that's a dead giveaway right there. You can pretty much go there with the gravel, and voila, the lava will pretty much put it right there. But another way to do it, you run, well, minus getting burned, and then, yeah, you can just jump over. Now, what I made this for was the purpose to test you. So what I also did was I also put a respawn point there, so if you failed, you can just simply respawn. And the great thing about this area is there's plenty of light, so that way you don't have to worry about, well, you know, no mobs would spawn right here, because pretty much they would be spawning up there. That was the intention of this map. So what I'm also going to do is get a potion of vision and show you guys. Now this is what makes this tower so unique, is that there is a secret entrance here. You just have to figure out where it is. Now I also realize that, of course, a dead giveaway is it's not this one, because I put that there, but you don't know that, so I'll get rid of that. I need to get rid of that. I need to get rid of that anyway. So, but anyway, pretty much what happens is if I actually start with this, I can't get out. So once you start, you cannot get out. You have to continue. And there's a two-way doorway here, and you release that, and now you're in there. Of course, I can see perfectly, but I'm going to just do this so that way you guys can't see. Now, pretty much there's a room. Every level has a room where you'll be facing off against mobs, or really not anything. So, as you can clearly see, you'll be facing up against a nearly unlimited amount of mobs. So if you lose and you have to restart, you're really going to be going up against a lot of crap. What the? Oh, I probably double tapped it. So, yeah, you'll be facing up against an opposition. You're going to be facing up against a lot of crap. So anyway, continuing. Pretty much it's just going to be the same thing over and over again. And oh my gosh. Now, the one thing I did try to find a way is to make sure that the doors could not be destroyed, but unfortunately, because you, like, as I was going to say, the creepers can spawn in here, which is a real pain in the butt because you can't deal with you have no control over that, so you have to kind of deal with that. So now you have a safe spot. Now here, if you brought some stuff, I thought that was actually a spot I didn't finish. No, I actually know I finished this tower to where the goal is to get to the top, so that way once you reach there, you have the utmost control of what you can put at the top. That was the idea of the tower. So anyway, now we're moving on. This is going to be a while, or at least I think so. Alright, so now we're at the very thin part to where you have to fight in a very much cramped space. And this is the most cramped part of it. But I think this is near the end, which I think it is. Yes, it is. This is the end, and here is pretty much what you get. Your grand prize of an upstairs tower. Now, let me see. This was the way you came in. This is the way you get out. But anyway, the point is, what I'm going to show you is that you have all this space at your disposal. You can do whatever you want, and that's the beauty of it. So anyway, what we're going to do this. We're going to go upstairs. I'm just trying to cut this video short as possible, so that way it doesn't bore you guys. But anyway, this is what your biggest prize is right here. Pretty much, it's sort of another garden, sort of. And the great thing is that there's plenty of lava up above, to where you don't have to really worry about too much about light. So it's like this stuff is going to grow regardless, and that's the beauty of this reward. So, but anyway, moving on. We're going to move on. I'm just going to jump down because it takes too long to get down. And then so now we go downstairs. Wait, is this the way? You know what? I don't know. No, this is the way up. I'm sorry. This is the way up. This is the way down. Yeah, you weren't expecting this. You go around. If you guys haven't paid attention, pretty much there's an inner core. This is the inner core. It's a shortcut. But as I told you, as I also mentioned, there's a secret entrance as well, to where you can bypass all of them. Pretty much, it's surrounded by obsidian, so if there was a blast, the blast would be contained by the obsidian. So it's a tower to where it didn't matter if you were up against 1,000 mobs. It doesn't matter. So anyway, it's to this point. It's the max. This is on Xbox 360, so I pretty much went up to the tallest point where this tower is just ridiculously tall. All right, so now we're at the secret entrance. Simply right in front of you the whole time, just like so. Plain and simple. It looks fancy, and it holds a great secret. Amazing, isn't it? So anyway, we're gonna move on to the next thing, which I have to look on the map. We'll go to the thing near the center. So, I'll just do that. I'll just go there. Alright, now we're here. This is pretty much going to be considered a prison because, well, and it's not completely finished, but I was looking online to see what kind of mob grinders you can get, and this seemed like the right kind. Now, I took it to a little too far when it comes down to it because, well, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, you got plenty of these to where they'll just drop down and then eventually get down to that point. Well, I realized that at this point right here, that it's too much. But at the same time, though, it looks amazing. And the only reason why I say it looks amazing just because it looks like a prison. For them almost critically insane, but the beauty of it is... Oh, I didn't realize it. Okay, I probably wired it wrong or something like that. Or it's wired right, but I don't know. It's been a while since I had it. So, oh. And yeah, there we go, that's it. Pretty much what it does, this is, of course, that's the way to get to the switch to open the front door. But this, okay, I see. Oh shoot, oh. A little technical difficulties here. So, okay, we're having a little few technical difficulties, so, okay. And, oh, great. So many technical difficulties, we can't handle them all. Okay, that's what closes it, all that crap. This just makes it difficult, that's all, just for it to get in. Or that, whatever. Yeah, the feature of this prison is just supposed to be a big area for mobs to spawn inside, but unfortunately it's just... The idea is simple, but it just doesn't work. And this is just a bunch of fire on top. So, I mean, let's see. I think that's about it, but, yeah, I mean, this is most of the stuff I've already built, and it's just, to me, this is just mind-blowing, but I've seen people online just make some of the unbelievable amount of stuff. And so I can honestly say that this is small stuff. But if you guys think this is amazing and you'd like to see me build more stuff in Minecraft, I mean, I'm going to be doing all sorts of other videos, and I'm actually thinking about doing a walkthrough on, well, I'll have to decide that, but for the most part, let's just put it this way. This is the first video of many that I'm going to make. Now, at the same time, though, I'm going to be pumping out videos as often as I can. Now, I am on vacation, so the great thing is if I can make a couple videos and get her done and all that kind of stuff, I'll be good. And I'm going to try to get PC gaming up and running so that way I can be doing that. Now, in terms of at one point I was going to be making a Minecraft journey to the Ender Dragon, but I mean, okay, I got that started, so I mean, you'll eventually get to that. Let me see. Now, I will be taking down the videos for Darksiders because I've realized the quality of the videos is not great. So, and also the reason why I stopped making them is because unfortunately the audio software that I'm currently using now just wasn't good enough to do multi-tracking because I found it easier for the editing to do that. So that way the syncing thing was not so much of a pain in the butt. But this computer can do this, like, with no problem. So that's the goal. My goals are pretty much to get as many videos as I can, and get as many subscribers so that way I can get you guys, okay, get you guys? No. And I'm gonna grab you guys and I'm gonna sink you in and all that kind of stuff. Now I understand the lighting right now is not very good because, well, I don't have very many lights. That's one other thing I'm gonna work on. But yeah, pretty much I'm gonna do as many walkthroughs as I can because I find that that's the only thing I can do. Now I am gonna be doing some funny videos if I can, because I mean that's what I would like to do. I'm following in the steps of the Markiplier. The Markiplier. That's my guy. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed this video, leave a like if you liked it. If you didn't like it, leave a dislike. And if you want to hit that subscribe button, go ahead. I mean, I love new subscribers, because if I entertain you guys, that's what I want to do. So, yeah. Anyway, I appreciate you guys watching this video. So, if you guys are having a good day, good. So, and if I made brighten up your brighten up your bad day, then you know what? Thank you. Anyway, I'm gonna be signing off, guys. So thank you very much, and I'll see you guys next time.